Hi everybody, this is Friday night. It's about 9 o'clock and I've got another haul video for you. We have a brand new Dollar Tree store. It opened up about a week ago. I am so excited about this store. I was so impressed when I walked in there. It was so clean. It was huge. It was organized so well. And there were so many things that I have never seen at a Dollar Tree before. And no, I didn't buy everything that I wanted to, but I did get quite a few things. We bought a lot of food products. I did not leave them down here. I may tell you about a few of them, but most of the stuff that I have here I think is craft related. And I just put an order in with Amazon today. And I'm excited about that. I got a new mold coming, and oh, it's just adorable. And I'm hoping that by the time it gets here, I can do it with resin. My finger, oh, look how dirty that is. Oh, yes. Oh, well, life is real. Anyway, if you want to see what I got from the Dollar Tree, just stick around. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna hopefully put this up and it works, and it out. Woof! And we're gonna get started. I actually bought a bag from the Dollar Tree. I actually bought two of these. Can you see them? Two of these bags. They cost $1.25. It's big. See, you can't even see how big it is because it's so big. But I got two of them, and yes, I filled up both bags. 91% alcohol, y'all. 91%. I paid $2. This stuff is not cheap. So I was happy to find that, and I bought two of them. And I was getting low. I was gifted my last alcohol, and it was wonderful. But I'm just about out of it. Okay. I paid $1.25 for these. Now there's two. I love the way these feel. And yes, I'm going to use two of them with watercolors. But I could use them for a lot of different things. But they're really absorbent. And I can wash these. And this will go up as an extra, and I'll start with these two, and you'll see me using those to dab the excess water off of my brush. That is what I'm going to use that for. And I'm going to put the others right up here, so when I need to get more. Now, one thing I didn't know that I had down here, I always buy my aluminum foil. And I'll show you something else I buy. I always buy the pre-cut parchment paper. Now this would be good to use down here in the craft, but I don't use it down here. I use the little squares down here. But I use this because we do a lot of things with cheese, and the parchment paper is great. It doesn't stick, and it's an easy cleanup. So, and I always buy these from the Dollar Tree. My aluminum foil and my parchment paper always comes from the Dollar Tree. That's going back upstairs. I didn't even know it was in here. Well, I'll show you these two. I was going to show you these, but these are going upstairs too. $1.25, y'all. They're hard plastic. It holds a dozen eggs, and it frees up room in your refrigerator because it slides on the shelf, just like the picture shows right there. It slides right on the shelf, and it goes up underneath the shelf. And I have a big thing that's about the size. Oop. Oh, I just popped everything, didn't I? It's about this size together that sits on the top shelf. And if I can have those up underneath, it opens that whole area for more room in the refrigerator. So I'm excited about those. And they go upstairs too. Tell you what, I thought I had everything out of here. Oh, and this is really not craft related, but I have seen this. It's like slime, but it's supposed to get rid of like stuff inside your car, you know, where you can't really reach it, and it's like goop, and it's supposed to pick it all up, and you're supposed to be able to reuse it time and time again. And I thought, oh, I've got to try this. It's called a cleaning gel. I'll let you know if it works. So I have several things that's going back upstairs of this. This I'm excited about. I could not believe that. It was $1.25. $1.25. This is going on my coffee table. And you remember those, I'm not going to ever be able to find them again because now I have a use for them, and I don't know what I did with them. The napkin rings that I got at, yeah, I'm looking for them. It feels like I'm always looking for stuff down here now. And the main reason why I got that is it popped into my head. I mean, immediately I see everything else but those. That is so weird. Okay. Did I put them up? Oh, I put them up. Let me see what happens when I put stuff up. Okay, I immediately thought about these, the napkin rings. And I am going to attach these, I think, to this. And I'm going to make sure that they're sealed around, and I'll do it from the inside, I guess, when I glue them. But I'm going to pour my own candle wax in there, and I'm going to have this for a candle accent. $2.25, y'all, and it's unique. And I know there's not another one like it out there. And I may do a little bit more on this, or I may not. I don't know. But I thought, how simple and easy peasy is this? And I would love it on my coffee table. So that's what I'm going to do. $1.25 for this. That just blew me away. And it's one of the first things I saw as I walked into the store. And let's see. Oh, and these I've been looking for. And these are napkin rings. I'm not going to use them for napkin rings. I don't use napkins. But I have so many paper things. Y'all know I have paper things. And I'm going to use some of these for my watercolor tablets because I'm getting a bunch of them. And that way, let me show you. Okay, I have all this stuff set over here right now, and I'll show it to you. That's my pencils, my watercolor pencils. Now, I'll have this up against the wall. And that's my other set of watercolor pencils. So I'll use that. And then my tablet that I use a lot. Now these are two things. It's no longer flat. They're setting. So it saves so much space. I should have bought more, actually. I should have bought more of those. And I'm going to buy more because now they're right there where they need to be. I'm going to put these up because I don't really use these a lot because there's no blue. But I will put them right here so I can reach them if I want to. One just fell. Okay. And now, it freed up so much room over here. I wish I'd gotten 2 more. And I will be going back and getting 2 more. Because those are wonderful to use for organization. Okay. I'm going to put the bag back up here. It's easier for me to get into. Okay. I did buy another thing. This is Jot. This is not the same one. I paid $3 for this. But this felt heavier. The only thing is, and I want you to notice this, and it is heavy. That is thick paper right there. Very thick. And that's a little weird right here. It's like there's a page missing out of it. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this because I want to see if it does it with all of them. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to do that to get that off of there. Because I don't want that extra. It's like extra glue. And I want that gone. Okay. And I think that worked. And I think that's probably from the front cover. Okay. This is very, very thick paper. It is off-white though. It's a beige. See the difference? That's white. That's off-white. White. Yeah, there's a definite tint to that. But I thought, well, you know, in some cases that would work. And I want to show you. See the difference? That is white. That is definitely off-white. But for $3, and it's so thick, I thought, you know, there's things that you could do with this. The background is already done in beige, so all I have to do is put stuff on there. And I wanted to see how good it was with watercolor, because it calls itself watercolor paper. So I just thought that I would try it and see how that worked. And yes, I really wish I'd gotten another one, but I can put that right behind. Right there. Oh, that is wonderful. Yes, I should have got another one because of what I'm fixing to show you. I could have filled up one whole one of these. And I'm going to go ahead and pull all of these out and we'll go through them. Is that all of them? Yeah, that's all of those. And I'm sure you're going to ask me, why in the world did you, these are not, I did not buy these for coloring books, y'all. Now, these were $1.25. And they have some of the cutest designs ever. Now, if you try to use watercolors on these pages, it's just going to bleed right through. It's way too thin. But with the magic of transfer paper or even a lead pencil, you can get this image onto watercolor paper. And oh, the fun you could have with this. And that's what I wanted to show you. And I got every one they had, so you could see every one of them. That's a kangaroo. That's an elephant. That's some kind of bird. That's a giraffe. That's a parrot. That's a wolf. Those are squirrels, and these are, I love the cat, and we will most definitely be doing that cat. And the owl too, I love the owl. Oh, and look at the eagle. See there, and that's a bear, and that's some kind of lizard. Look at the frog, and that's a koala bear, and that's is that a swan or a flamingo? A flamingo, and that's a panda. That's a cute one right here. This is called Enchanted Escapes. Oh, wow. Unicorn. Oh, there's a mermaid. That's a jar in... Oh, yeah, these would be cool. Oh, that's like a little fairy. There's another mermaid. There's a castle. A fairy. Another door. Castle world. Oh, that's a pretty unicorn. Another fairy. A mushroom forest. Oh, that's cute. Another mermaid, a fairy with a unicorn. Okay. These are called seaside retreats. And let's see. These would all be fun to do. Also whimsical. And you could do whatever you wanted to. You could use the lines, because the lines are not going to be this dark. When you trace something like this, and you can just trace bits of it and then add your own thing. Like if you just wanted to trace that and that and that and none of that, or if you wanted to trace this and leave that out, or if you just wanted to use bits and pieces. The same thing with this. If you just wanted to do that and leave the rest of it out, and just use the frame. If nothing else, and make your own. Add little doors and little windows, and again, it's just whatever your imagination. The same thing if you just want to use the crab. You don't have to use the whole picture, y'all. You do not. There's a lot of really cool... Oh, that is really cool. That would be really fun to do. I could see putting bubbles around here. And maybe leave off the fish and put some coral, leave all that out, and paint some coral going around. Yeah, little seashells. That's really cool. I like this. I like the turtle a lot. And there's bits and pieces of this. Like, see, that's a shell. That's a really cool fish. You could just use the bits and pieces. Look at the anchor there. So these are really cool books to pick up to get, if nothing else, inspiration. But if you're not a real good drawer and you really want to paint, go with something like that. And just put it on your... that I wouldn't use, because those are so easy to do yourself. And then of course you have the shells, which would be really cool, and you could use that on a lot of different things. I like the tree. Excuse me, I am stuffy tonight. My nose, I can feel the stuffiness inside my nose. There's a totem pole. That is a pinball machine. Okay, that's sort of cool right there. I don't like clowns, but I like the fact that it's a pinball machine. That's sort of cool. I may leave the clown out. These would be really cool. These would be really cool if you're into clay. This is something you could use also with clay. This is not just for watercolor. There's a lot of... I don't really like that one. I love the fish, the heart. I'm not really into that, but I could see using that. I like this one. I love the typewriter, actually. I love that. These two, not so much. This is okay. That might be fun in a watercolor. I could see that being a lot of fun. I like this. I'm not quite sure what the... Oh, that's a scorpion. Nope, don't want to do the scorpion. I really like this. I love this. I love the stacked teacups. I'm not much of a fruit picture person. This you could make, oh, I could see this done in almost, and I need to get some neon watercolors, but to do part of this in the neon watercolors with the fish and making it look really deep down in the ocean, that could be a lot of fun to do right there. No, not too much on that one. But that's just me. You might love some of these that I don't like. Yeah, no. That's cool. Alarm clock? They didn't have that in there. Why didn't they have the tree in there? See? That's poo-poo right there. They should have had the tree. And I didn't miss it. They didn't have the tree. Why would they have the tree on the front, y'all? Did somebody tear the tree out? Because there is no tree. That's not the tree. I don't know. Okay, and then the cats. Of course, Ashley was with me. But there's a lot of cute cats in here. Oh, yeah. See, there's... these are adorable. And you can make them as detailed or as simplistic as you want. Oh, how cute is... Oh, look at the one with the fish. Wow, look at the intensity. Oh, that would be awesome right there. That's a dog. Oh, that's a dog and a cat. Oh, there's some really cool cats in here. Oh, I like that one. So I didn't get these to use in the book. I got these to use bits and pieces of, oh, I didn't realize that was torn. That's okay. Use bits and pieces of the things in here and to incorporate part of my stuff in with this to make it my own and to make it unique. And you can do the same thing. Okay, so I got those, and these were $1.25 a piece. That's what I paid. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. And I got some tissue paper because I just thought this was pretty. And I thought, oh, I can decoupage with that, or I can use that to wrap certain stuff with. And I like the pink and white sort of gingham style too. But this is pretty. This is pretty. This is springy and summery, and I'm not going to open it. But, yeah, I got that. And I have one of these somewhere, but I did not know where it is. So for $1.25, I bought another one, and I'm going to keep it right here, right on my desk. And I'm going to put it behind over here so I don't lose them. And I'm going to attach it right there. And so it's right where I need it if I am looking for one. I got these. They're nitro gloves. And I know they're not as good as the other. But I thought for $1.25 I would try one. And I'll do it right now to see if they're big enough for me to put on my hand. Because I still have a few days left. And I have so much that I want to do that I've not been able to do because I did this to me. So let's just see if I can get... It is healing good, y'all. And I don't want to do anything. Oh, and I can. Oh, I can with these. Now, would I do UV resin or anything? No, I'd be afraid to because these are not real good. And it looks like it's tore right there. But it covers it. I would do mix to mold with this. But that way I know that I would not get it anywhere. At least it's covered enough to keep that from happening. So, I will be doing mix to mold. Now that I've got one. My regular nitro gloves are too tight. Oh, this looks horrible. This is from me being gone all day long and messing around. I changed that right before I went, though, and it was just as clean, and now it's dirty, but it doesn't get up underneath her. So I'm okay with that. I got these. I got 2 of them. They're magnetic clips, and boy, let me tell you, they're stuck. The grip is strong. And I have a magnetic rim up here. And I'm going to see if they do what I was hoping that they would do. Yeah, I'm telling you, I found so many things that I have. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, they do. They hold my light up, and that's what I was wanting. And so I can get it off of here. And once again, I can have it attached. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay. And now I can place it the way I want it placed. And I can turn. And I can turn that. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and open the other one and just put it up there. And if I need something else, let's see if I could hang something. That would be cool. Have a clip here and a clip over here. Let's see if it's strong enough to hang something. I may go back and get more of these if it will. Let's see what I want to. Oh, I got one of these. A craft spatula, and it's for painting with, yes. Or texture, to put texture on. But yeah, that's metal, and I didn't have one of those, so I was happy to find that. And I also got a grid stamp block. Now I've got regular clear ones, but I did not have a grid line stamp block. And those are good if you're trying to really line up, because you can see through it. And it's a lot easier to keep it straight that way. Let's see if I can just... Oh, and I can. It's up there out of my way, but it's right there where I know where to... I'm going to go and get 10 more packages of those. Because there's 2 in a package, and I could line them up all the way and on the sides. Oh, that's a wonderful thing right there, y'all. That is a wonderful thing. I bought these. And now all this stuff is $1.25. Unless I tell you it's more. They're all $1.25. I had so much fun today, y'all. I mean, we were in there. We had to leave because it was time to go get Dan. And Ashley says, "Oh my gosh, Mom." I said, "I know, we were in here forever." And I said, I feel like the last 2 aisles, we just... Oh, these are brushes, but they're so thick. Oh, my Ashley and I both looked at these, and I said, "Ashley, are these brushes, or are they sponges, or are they silicone?" And she pushed on there, and she said, "Mom," she said, "I think it's foam, because they're so thick." I like the fact that they're little. Yeah, I might use these for micas, and keep those, especially for mica powder. Because look at how big that one is. Oh, this is just... Oh, I like these a lot. Let's see if I can put... Oh, they get lost in there, but the big one didn't, so... And I got these for upstairs. We are all the time running out of those. And Dan asked me the other day, he said, "Where'd all the clippies?" Because when he got into the pork rinds are 0 carbs, and Dan eats them a lot. And I said, "I don't know, honey." So I just went and got more. I don't know where half the stuff... It's like, you know, we have a black hole and everything vanishes in it, and nobody seems to know where anything is. And instead of stressing about it too much and spending an hour looking for it, if I can go and buy something for $1.25, I just go buy it. I have never seen these before. These were $1.25, and I told Ashley, and she said, "Oh, you've never seen these before?" And I said, "No. It's a screwdriver with all the different." Now, how nifty is that? And it hangs. Oh, and I have this thing right here that I have these on. So I'm just going to clip it onto here. And I'm going to put it right up there. Oh, this is so cool. I love organization. And so far, all this stuff has gone into its own little place. Okay. And I'm trying to get ribbon. And they actually had lace ribbon. Beige and white at the Dollar Tree. It's the first time I've ever seen lace ribbon. Normally it's that cheapo ribbon. But I got two things for $1.25 a thing. I thought, oh, this is great. So I'm collecting ribbon. I did get a thing of masking tape. I did not have just regular masking tape. And I knew that I would be using that a lot more now because of the watercolor. And I ordered some watercolor cards. So I can do some watercolor cards for some people. And I knew that I wanted to have masking tape. I have washi tape, but washi tape doesn't stick real good for me. And I don't want it to stick enough to tear. And masking tape should stick. Yeah, the masking tape has a better stick than the washi tape. And so I just went with the masking tape for the watercolor. I'm putting the ribbon over there. Oh, it just fell. And I'm putting the tape right over here. And I got flower seeds. I've never done this before. They were for $1.25. I only bought 2. That means not even 50 cents for the 2 packs. And I bought a rake. I bought a metal rake for $1.25 there today. It's about that big. And I have 2 little areas right outside the back porch as you go down the step. 2 little areas. And I'm going to rake all that up, and I'm going to put some, turn the soil over a little bit, and I'm going to just throw these over and see what happens. For 45 cents, it's worth to see if anything will pop up. And I thought these were pretty. And I'm not a real flower, I don't know the difference. That's Snapdragon. Those are pretty. And that's a flower mix. And it gets direct sunlight. And we are in the blue, so that's April to May. So by the time I get it all done, it should be ready to go. Oh, it takes 10 to 14 days to germinate. You do it 1/8 of an inch, but I'm just going to sprinkle it all over, and then I'll crumble up a little soil to go on top to keep the birds from eating the seeds. Days to maturity, 55 to 100. Oh, goodness, that's 3 months. Well, that's not right. April, May, June. Okay, yeah, I'd like them to come up in... Well, this is March, so if I do March, April, May. Okay, that might be better. So, we'll see. If they bloom and they start popping up, I'll go out there and do a video showing y'all. That's going upstairs, though. And of course, for $1.25, I got these paintbrushes. I wanted to see how good they would do with watercolor. And yes, I know, y'all don't have to tell me. I got watercolor on the brain. I am enjoying it until I learn it. I'm going to keep doing it. Doesn't mean that's all I'm doing. I'm doing haul videos, and as soon as this gets, the stitches come out and they tell me okay, I'll be going back to resin. I just ordered a new mold. I have those tray molds that I got from Let's Resin that I've never done before, and I want to do those. I've not given up resin or mixed a mold or anything else, but I'm also going to do watercolors because I love it. And I wanted to see for y'all. Yes, they had watercolors. I want to see how good they are. It was $1.25. It's something we can see. And that way I can tell you, yeah, if you just want to play around, grab you some watercolors at the Dollar Tree. If they're horrible, I'll say no. Don't waste your $1.25. Spend $4 and go to Joann's to buy all the pieces together. As long as you can go to Joann's. They're not the end of March and they'll be gone. And then I bought this and I thought this was so sweet. And I thought maybe we could paint that and maybe put some resin on it and maybe embellish it a little bit. But I thought that was sweet. So for $1.25 with Easter coming up. And the last thing I got, they had different ones, and these are the sticky sheets. And I love this right here, and I may put all this. Let me see something. I want to see if I can do. I would love this on the background, so I've got something pretty instead of that brown pegboard, and then I could punch the holes all in there. I love this right here. But this, I've used these for resin before, and that is the reason why I got this, to use in resin trays. And the same thing with this. They're real easy to do. You just cut them out the shape that and then you stick it right on the piece, and it's wonderful. This looks like marble. And then this one looks really cool to me. And they had more, but I just got these four for right now. Just so to play around and experiment. These would be really cool coasters too. And what I do is I pour the bottom of the coaster, and of course the bottom is going to be your top with these. But you pour it a little bit with just a small layer, a thin layer, with the 10-minute cure polyurethane resin to get the white background. Then you put this in so the sticky back doesn't show through the coaster. And then you put clear resin on top, and you do need to dome it. You need to bring it up as much as possible without going over, because that's going to be the top of your coaster. And if you don't fill it up enough, then you're going to have that lip and the edge is going to look bad. And you may have to go back in and put a little bit on the top if you don't get it full enough. But it would make gorgeous coasters with any of these. But I think especially these two would be really pretty coasters. Those are going to be trays. But, yep. So, that is everything I got. This bag, I got two of these bags. And they are reusable. And they had so many really pretty ones. I was partial to the blue and white. Of course, y'all know that I love blue. Blue is one of my favorite colors. So, I'm going to keep this in my car. So when I go to the Dollar Tree, I don't have to have their bags. I don't have to have a bunch of bags carrying out. They can just put it all in one of these bags for me, and they're really nice about that. You just bring your bag in there. And same thing, if I'm just running the grocery store and getting a few things, I'll carry this in, and that way I don't have to worry about all those plastic bags, because they tear on you. Have you ever been walking from the grocery store to your car and your bag just tears and everything goes rolling all over the parking lot? I've had that happen more than once. So I tend not to use their bags. I tend to carry something with me, and for $1.25, I thought, oh, this is cool. So they're going back in the car for my next shopping trip. Okay, and these are going to go up here where the rest of it is. Those are going to go over here with the watercolors. These I'm going to go ahead and open. See, if I had another one of those napkin holders, then I could take all those adult coloring books, and we're going to just put them in here because they're all blue. I can tell which ones they are. I could have used another napkin holder for just that. And that would have been really nice. But I'm going to just put all this stuff right up here for right now. To get it off the thing. Oh, and one more thing. Ashley wanted to show me. Now, I don't drink this stuff. But she did, and she was real excited. It's called Liquid Death. Severed lime, naturally flavored sparkling water. She says that they're really, really good. And she said that they're really expensive. They're like $2.79 a bottle. I would never pay that. But flavored sparkling water is armed with agave nectar and natural electrolytes to refresh your body and murder your thirst, is what it says. And evidently, the ingredients is carbonated mountain water, agave nectar, lime extract, citric acid, natural lime flavoring, and orange extract. Well, there's nothing bad, and this is manufactured in Los Angeles. And it says death to plastic. It's probably, I mean, it's really good for the environment. And this is probably why Ashley is such an activist. And she is so looking out for everything when it comes to stuff like this. This is made in Austria, according to this. Bottled at source, Frankfurter, Austria. Bottled for liquid death. Huh. Well, this is LA, but maybe, I don't know. Manufacturers for liquid death, mountain water. Oh, the mountain water is Los Angeles. Well, that's sort of odd. Well, okay, LA doesn't have mountains. There's mountains in California, but there's no mountains in LA. LA's the desert. Okay, I'm confused. But anyway, Ashley says this is really good, and she asked me to show you, so I'm showing you. You can get this at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. Okay, and now, yes, it's time to play, and we're going to play a little bit with watercolors. We're going to see how good these are, and we're going to see how good this paper is that I bought at the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to just, oop, yep, the whole thing just went boom, 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 boom. Do I expect this to be good? No, but I didn't expect the other to be as good from Joann's either, and I was really shocked by that. So, you know, who knows? We'll know in a minute. If I can get the tape off of it, we'll know in a minute. Now, the case is real cheap. Okay, it's real cheap. And the brush, oh my gosh, the brush is a cheapo brush. You're not going to want to use this brush. I can tell you that right now. It's a cheapo brush. But we're going to try it. I brought my spring water down here to drink, and I am going to take a drink of it. I almost used it for the water for the watercolors, but I really, really, really like my little things here. And so, yeah, the case is just really, really cheap. And I don't expect this to... Oh, I should spray this. Oh, see? I'm giving it a chance here to... that has like a I hope that's not supposed to be the white, because it's definitely an off-white beige. Like the paper. And the paper, you know, it's going to make a difference on what your colors look like. But, and I'm not giving it time to really soak in. And I don't think we're going to get much color on here, but let's just see what this paper does. Yeah, I'm just, because this is a white. I want bigger ones up at the top. That's why I keep doing this. Okay. So, to get the color out, I'm going to use a paper towel. Okay. Let's go with blue, because you know I love blue. And it doesn't really do anything. And this brush is horrible. Let's get a different brush, because this is going to do the watercolors a major disservice. Where is, I'm going with the cheaper one though, from Joann's, the one where I'm doing the giveaway. We will go with the cheaper one. Okay, and just see what we can get with, and I'm doing dry on dry, except where an amazing, this color is pretty pigmented. This is dry on dry, except for the few little spots. And that didn't really do anything. Okay. Now let's try to do wet on wet. Let's see the difference right next to it. Yeah, that splattering didn't do a thing. That was a waste of time. Okay, so wet on wet. Let's see. Oh, there is a difference. But for the Dollar Tree watercolors, y'all, and I'm just playing to see. I have nothing bad to say about these watercolors at all. Are they the best? No. But, oh, for $1.25? Okay, and let's just go see if we can remove. I'm using a fan brush. Oh, it's going. Okay, so let's get a bigger, let's get one of these. I just sort of want to okay. And once again, let's just go through the fan brush and wipe it. Dry it off. Try to get just a little bit. And then of course this paper. But the paper's doing better than I expected. Okay, we're going to dry this. And I want to remind you, this is all from the Dollar Tree. The brushes, the watercolors, and the paper. That's black. So I'm taking the black and the blue to get a darker blue. And I'm just going across. And I've got my brush on the side. And once again, I'm going to take my fan brush and I'm just going to go across. And I may need to add a little bit more water. And then I've got it on its side now. So I'm just using one blue. And then again, I'm just going to go across. And you can keep working this however you want to do this. I have very little water on my paintbrush right now, but the amount of water you put on creates different results. I want some white, so let's see. Let's see if I can create white, and you really cannot create white, see? White does not show up. But what you can do, and I'm going to have to get some water to rinse this off. Okay, and I'm going to try to pull some of this off. You see where I'm pulling some of the and then I'll go and add a little bit more. And I'm going to dry it. And then we're going to take some yellow, which is turning green. Okay. And we're going to take some of the white beige. And we're going to take some of the orange. And just a touch of the black. And we're just going to put a wash right across the page. Okay, and I'm going to go over here because we don't have a brown. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to get a little bit of brown to put over here to sort of and we're almost done with this. I'm not putting much into this. I just wanted to show you that you most definitely can play with the Dollar Tree colors. And you can create more clouds by removing. Now I'm trying not to do that much because this paper, but see, you can do it. If you want more clouds, then just put some pressure on the paper and you can get cloud formation. Okay, and I'm going to dry. Okay. Now I'm going to let those set and dry for a minute. And I am going to clean these brushes. Even though they came from the Dollar Tree, they do a really good job. Watercolor is easy to get out of brushes too, by the way. It's not like trying to clean acrylic out of a brush. Watercolor comes out. Oh, well, okay. So we've got those two that we're going to put up. Now I am going to try to brush all this off to see if I can, because the paper did start to a little bit, but I put quite a bit of water on here, so that's what you can do with the Dollar Tree watercolors, y'all. Except for the little bit of brown that I picked up. Everything else, Dollar Tree. And it's very simple. It is. once you get past just playing, just playing, that's all you're doing. I am cleaning these out. Real quick. And that's all it takes. Just taking a paper towel. And they're done. Let me see if did I clean that brush out? No. That brush needs it a little bit. Okay. And I do put this in here because I really like that brush actually. And we're already cleaned up. Now this brush is useless. Throw it away. If you go to the Dollar Tree and just toss it. I wouldn't even use it for masking fluid because the tips are so wide. It's going to mess you up every time. I would just toss it. It's going to cause you frustration if you don't. And I know some people will say, oh, you shouldn't do that. Well, you know, you do you, but I'm going to toss it. And that is it. You know, you can add whatever you want to. You can add beach grass. You could put more definition. You could make a little path. You could put a little ship in the water. You could do like a little island off of here and put a little lighthouse right here. You could put a sunset. You could do the rays coming off the sun. You could even do a brush to make it look like it was storming over there and there's rain coming down here. You could put a little broken down fence all the way. You could put little lounge chairs. You could put beach blankets on there. You could make it any way you want to. Just do you. Play around with it. Put what you want in there. I just wanted to show you. This was just a basic, just to show you that even if all you have is a $1.25 thing of watercolors from the Dollar Tree and a $3 thing from their paper from the Dollar Tree, you can have fun. And you can achieve something that you would be happy with. I'm happy with this. So, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm going to say good night. You're not going to see this until Saturday because I just posted one on Friday. Before I go, hold on a minute. I almost forgot. I covered this in the video I've not decided if I'm going to put up or not. Somebody had asked me about masking fluid, and in that video I actually did a whole card of masking fluid to show you. I used a brush and masking fluid, and it had to set overnight. Well, now it's been setting for 2 days. So we are going to do a wash with paint over this. It is sticky. It is tacky. But we're going to do a wash with paint. And I'll use these paints. They're not as good as the other paints, but I'll use this because they're right here. And I don't want to get the other one out. And I'm just going to use a regular, let's see, do I have a big brush out here that I can use for a wash? Let's see if that won't work. And, yep, the whole thing. And I'm going to get some water in both of these. Oh, and let me wet. Of course, I'm going to go with the blue because blue is my favorite. And let's move this. This will go back up over here where my other stuff is. And let's see if it's ready for a wash. Now this is the ones that didn't have really good pigment, and they dried out really quick. But let's see if I can just get a wash. real quick. Okay. And to make it fun and interesting, I'm going to go with different colors. Well, that didn't look like a different color, did it? Let's go with a purple over it. Okay, that's a different color. Okay. Those were just like little gobs and doodles on there. So we're going to let that dry. And let me rinse this out really good. Okay, I'll put that out once again. I'll dry these out so they'll be ready to go next time. We'll set those over there. I'm going to get the little dryer out. You gotta make sure it's good and dry before you take the masking tape. No, it's not masking tape. Masking fluid off of there. And I think that's pretty dry. Okay. Now, some people use their fingers like this. And that's pretty easy to do. Wherever the masking fluid was, it's going to be white. Now, if you have one of those erasers, you can use those too. I just wanted to show you without tearing the paper up. And you can get some really fine lined areas, or you can have big fat ones, or you can have globs, or you can draw a picture. I think when I did that, I was thinking of clouds with lightning. Yeah, and it's rubbery, as you can see. I don't have a pencil in here, so I can't really... Well, let's see if this works without tearing it up. Is that easier? No, it's really not easier than using your... I sort of scratched it right there with the brush to see what it would do. And here I wrote the word out, friend. I think I got it all off. So, with masking fluid, that's what happens, okay? You put it on there, and wherever you put it on there, it's white. Now, it doesn't look white there, which tells me that it was not dry when I put it on there, so it bled. But, and then you can leave it white like that, or you can go back in and put a different color watercolor on there, or you could use markers, or you could use the watercolor pencils, or, you know, let me get the markers. I said I don't use the markers because there's no blue, but now I'm getting the markers down to show you. Okay. Just so you can see. If I want a different color in there. And boy, there's no color in. That must have dried out. I have, ooh wee, well, it didn't dry out there. And I don't want too much. Oh yeah. See, I don't want that much. But you could fill it up with color. I don't like the way the marker did right there. But let's see if we can find, let's go with pink. There we go. And you could add color that way. And you could paint on this. Nothing is telling you that you have to stop painting. And then where's the grain? And then if I wanted a you can change it up. It doesn't mean you have to leave it like it is. You can always make changes, and then you could put a color behind that, like you purposely wanted it to be yellow behind there. Although it's going to smear if you don't dry it first, but I'll put a touch of yellow in with the white just to show you, just to give you an idea how the masking fluid is a really cool thing to use. Let's just put, and you don't have to fill it in all the way, and if you wanted to blend it even more, you could take a brush with some water on it, with water on it. Does that not have water? Oh, that does now. Okay. So I say, why is that not working? And you could, you know, you could change it. You can manipulate, but it allows you to play with an area that doesn't have any color in it, and so it gives you opportunity to play with it. Here's another grain, right? Let's do this one. Let's do orange. And it's like an orange yellow. And let's do pink on it. You know, there's a lot of different things that you can do. And you can outline it. And you can make it bumpy looking. It doesn't have to be straight. You can change it. You can do whatever you want to do to make those letters yours. Let's see, I'm going to go over it in the orange. Which is an orange highlight around. And I'm not going to finish that, but it lets you see that there's a lot of things that you can do. What color is that? That's the gray. It's supposed to be blue. I keep thinking maybe, and that looks so blue. That looks like it would be blue, but it's not. Look. It's so green. But it allows you to play. And the masking fluid is awesome. It is a great thing to have if you're going to be doing watercolors. Because watercolors are one of the things that, unless you dry it really good and you still can't ever get the white, you can remove some of it, but you can't remove all of it. And you don't have to stop there. You can go in where there's still white. It just puts more added dimension on the piece. And you can just leave it white if you want to. But that is what masking fluid is great. And there's a bunch of different masking fluids out there, y'all. And I think, now I've got Liquitex, which I like most of their products, but this one is really thin. I mean, really thick. Now, it may be old, or it may need to be stirred up really good. I am going to order is it Pueblo? It's this brand. It's PBO. They have masking fluid, and I think it's for the littler, but I'm going to try that because I've got that ruling pen and I really want to use that. And where are they? I think they're in, yeah, there in the craft room. But I really want to be able to use that with my masking fluid. And I know the PVO is really thin, and so I wanted the thin consistency. But that's what it will do. And this is the Dollar Tree paper. I'm okay with Dollar Tree paper. I really am. But that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed the haul. Hope you saw something that you enjoyed and that you might want to go get yourself. I hope you enjoyed the little lesson about the, let me pull it up, Dollar Tree picture. I think that's quite pretty. Masking fluid that allows you to really put, I would have loved to have some white in here and even some white around here. And there's a lot of things you can do with it. You could have drawn in a lighthouse right here and put a masking fluid for that lighthouse, and it would have been white, and you could put whatever colors, and it would have been vibrant, and it would have popped. And the same thing if you had wanted to put a little fence or a little path. You put masking fluid there, and then when it's all dry, you've got everything else in the background done. You rub that masking fluid off, and then you paint that, and it would be wonderful to use on anything. But you do have to know what you're doing prior to. And that is one of my downfalls, because I am so spontaneous and I just sort of go with the flow and I let the paint talk. So I'm going to have to, on occasion, not be spontaneous and set a plan in action and follow it through. Which is not me, but I can do it if I need to do it. I am collecting a lot of these little, I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I don't throw them away. And I'm going to put this in the back of the book so it will lay flat. I may finish that and put some more stuff on there. I would love for you to hit that thumbs up like button for me. We do have a giveaway on the other video. Please don't forget about that. I did list it as a giveaway in the title. I swore that I would never do that. I did it once, and a bunch of people just hit my video, and they had never been there before. But I wasn't doing the comment picker. I was not doing the automatic computer app, and it was a nightmare for me. But since I am doing the automated computer app, and it does everything for me, and I put in the guidelines that everybody has to follow, and the ones that follow it get entered, and the ones that don't get entered. And the guidelines are always going to be that you like the video and you become a subscriber. And if you're not on the day that I put that in, you're not entered. And it's just that simple. And if you don't follow the guidelines to what you have to do to be entered, you're just not entered. So I decided to try it and see what would happen. And the more I could get to come and watch the Watercolor Mania, I would love it. I know there's a lot of people out there with watercolor, and I know that when you watch my video that says watercolor, it's popping up a lot of different posts for a lot of other watercolor artists out there. And of course, feel free to watch anybody and everybody that you want to watch. But that is not who I am. That is not what I do. The majority of the people out there that are doing watercolor videos, they're even the beginner watercolor videos, I've watched a few of them. I've watched a few of the more advanced. I went back and I geared mine to make it a little bit less, you know, it's not important for you to follow techniques. It's not important for you to know techniques. It's not important. In my book, it's not. You know, somebody may argue with me. Some of these really, really die-hard watercolor artists might come back and say, who are you to say this? Well, I am me, and I have the right, just like everybody else, to my opinion. I think you need to take the stress off of art and creativity. I think that you need to learn to just let go and not worry about, ooh, I did this technique, or what is that technique called? I can't remember the technique. What am I going to do? I can't even remember the name of it. How in the world am I going to be able to do it? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're even doing a technique. All that matters is that you pick up that paintbrush and you play. That's all that matters. Because you're going to learn how to do it. And you're going to do it. You're going to learn how to do it the way you want to do it. It doesn't matter if somebody says, oh, well, this is the technique, or this is a certain brush stroke, or I showed you what the brushes could do. I didn't name brush strokes. I didn't name techniques because I don't have a clue to what they are. And I frankly don't care what the name of the technique is. That's just me. That is how I roll, and that is how I'm going to continue being, and that is what I'm trying to show y'all. To let go of what really isn't important and just have fun with it. And so the more people that can hear that and that can see that, I would really be so happy. So if you can share this with everybody you know, even if they're not doing it right now, who knows, they may want to. If people know that there's no fear to it, if they know that, wow, okay, I'm not going to be judged, I can just do it. I don't have to know what it's really, the technique or the, you don't. You really don't. And so I don't want you watching somebody that gets all tied up with that, because it's unnecessary, y'all. It really is. Just do it. Just pick it up and just play. And you will find your hand and your brush working together, and you will go. If you listen to music, let the paint flow with the beat of the music. Experiment. That's what I want for y'all. That's all. I want you to find joy in creating. That is the bottom line. So I hope you will. I hope you will start if you haven't. I would love for you to share it with everybody you know. So maybe they, can enjoy it too. And of course, hitting the like button is really important. And if you've not subscribed, I would love for you to do so. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. I don't expect anything from any of my subscribers. I do have an Amazon wish list listed. I do have a Buy Me a Coffee listed. But you know what? I think I've had one person since I've been on YouTube to buy me a coffee. I don't stress over that. It's up there because y'all asked me to put it up there. It's not because I expect anybody to do that. That is not what I'm about. I don't want anybody to ever feel stressed or feel the obligation they have to send me anything. They have to do anything except for watch and hit the like button and share it. Those are the things that I expect. And the most important thing is I expect you to just let yourself go and have fun. That's it. So with that, I hope y'all have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you again real soon. Bye-bye. Oh, sorry. Just another thought, and I want to say a big thank you to Lisa. I did not know. I got a package in the mail 2 or 3 days ago. It had no name on it. It was sort of a weird looking package, to be quite honest, because it had no info on the front. And I wasn't sure what it is. And so if I don't know what something is, and I didn't know that I was, getting anything, I don't open that on camera because there's no telling what it would be. So I opened it off camera. I still didn't know what it was. I didn't know who it was from. I didn't know why I got it. Because all it said was Lucky Day on there. And I didn't know what Lucky Day was. It was awesome. It was remember the video I was talking about where I did a little floral water painting on a light switch plate? If not, go look for it. But I am trying to do the playlist. If you've noticed, I have gone back and tried to categorize all my videos, and I have over 500 videos, so it was a lengthy process, and I'm still not quite through with that, but I am trying to make it easier for you to find. But with that thought, I had said in that video that the best light switch plate cover molds were the kind that had the edge on them. Not the flat, but the kind that had the edge. And bless her heart, she sent me two. She sent me the single one and the double one that had the edge on there. And they're awesome molds. And she sent me some really cool plastic spoons, which I desperately need. You see me struggling when I'm trying to get glitter and stuff out, and I couldn't find any spoons. She sent me some of those. She sent me craft sticks. She sent me some chunky glitter. She sent me these things. I call them droppers. I don't know. I know there's a funny name to them, but that's okay. That I'm going to call them droppers. And it was a wonderful gift. So because I didn't open it online, I have talked to her through email, and I felt so bad that I couldn't open the package, but I did thank her. But I want to thank her on the video. It was such a sweet thing to do, and anytime anybody does send me something, I do, unless you tell me not to, I do say a big thank you on the videos to let people know what you did, because it's very, very thoughtful. Not necessary, but very, very thoughtful, and I do appreciate it, and we will be using those molds. Alright, I am going to stop now. Again, thank you so much, and I will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.